Hi there, we're currently doing an angel tarot card reading for the week of February 8th towards February 12th. So I actually want to get back on track with my weekly reading so that it's Monday through Sunday, and I've been kind of wishy-washy with my dates. So right now it's going to be Thursday until Monday, and then I'll do another one for Monday until Sunday. Sorry if that confused you. So let's see what we have. We have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Perfect. So languages are also coming up. If you speak different languages, it's really good to find balance with that, making sure that your logistics and linguistics are all like you're lining up, like your speech is actually equipped for success. So it could be that something's not your first language, and therefore you need to be very, very thorough. But I'm feeling like there are drastic changes happening, and you just need to be mindful of like where your heart is. Is your heart centered? Whether that makes sense or not, I'm not sure, but regardless, that's what I felt guided to saying. So Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind, time to buckle down and get things done, honor your commitments, a guardian angel. So transformation, transforming is really coming up for the next few days, we'll say. Being nostalgic is also coming up. So someone who is looking back a little bit, or something from the past is coming back up. Just pay close attention to what that means to you. I lost a dog that was near and dear to me. And so that could be related to that, just acknowledging that we have to move on and we have to move forward. And so finance is also coming up, feng shui, the usual. So just like pay attention to your responsibilities. And your responsibilities could be your responsibility towards yourself, meaning we may be going through some self-evaluation. Is this really what I want to be doing? Am I doing a good job? So ask yourself some of those questions. Now I'm getting chills. So that's more about the theme I'm sensing here. So on Thursday, we have life experience, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So I was saying drastic change, so be mindful of that. And I was saying self-evaluation, so don't be too critical at this moment in time on Thursday, but make sure that you're doing like a time check. How am I doing? Am I advancing? So maybe in your career. And then the feng shui is coming up, because you have to ask yourself, like, is this how I want to feel? And then again, asking yourself those questions. I feel like it's very important for someone that's not overly grounded. You have to pay attention to how you feel. So sensing that there's a new direction happening for people at this time. So be mindful of who you're around, and just pay close attention to them. I feel like the people around you may actually be like really helpful and have a lot to say. So listen to what other people have to say around you tomorrow, which is Thursday. The Chariot, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So going back to not being critical, don't let other people criticize you as well. This is going into Friday. If there's anything you're not happy about, whether it is related to finance or not, you need to I think that's where some of this stuff was coming up at the beginning. Like, pay close attention to how, not how things are affecting you, but is this your first language? Do you understand this? Do you know, are you able to kind of work from your heart, speak from your heart? That's why the self-evaluation is coming up. So Friday, just make sure that when it comes to any community work, that you're making sure that you're, like, it's not so much putting forward as much as it is like, am I here because I'm meant to be? If you're a support worker or anything like that, and you're juggling too much, Friday, I'm kind of hearing to slow down a little bit. Okay, so just make sure we're doing that evaluation. Don't want to repeat that. So I'm just feeling like, again, put out what you want, not what you don't want. And so that's coming up a little bit because I'm talking about don't criticize yourself, but be mindful of things, all right? So that's the direction that we're going in, mindfulness. And it's all very positive. So, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So that's why I was saying slowing down a little bit, being mindful. Criticism's just coming up so strongly. I think it's really important that we can handle criticism at this time. And so there's a difference, like I said, between being hard on yourself and then taking criticism. So it's just related to the community. So making sure that, like I said, listen to what people have to say rather than feeling like everything is a crisis, because we're going through a really huge period in our lives, and it's actually to help us. So I'm sensing that there's a lot of happiness and a lot of beauty surrounding these situations. And so if you can look at it from that perspective and take what you need to take from these situations, you'll find that you are speaking the same language as other people. You're speaking your own language. Things are resonating with you as an individual, and then applying that to the whole the world and the universe, or the people that you consider a part of your world, okay? So relationships will reflect how you're feeling. Keep that in mind going into the weekend. So Saturday, enjoying life's little luxuries. That's why I was saying to slow down. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment, 9 of Earth. So following through with your ideas and your belief system is so important on Saturday. So not contradicting ourselves, saying that we want something, but when it really comes, like push comes to shove, we don't really want to do the work. So big time self-evaluation, I'm realizing. And I think that language talk was more about, like, are you with your right people? Are you connecting to yourself? Are things really resonating with you right now? Slowing down is so important on Saturday, because I think you're going to find that when you're working out in the community, you're going to be fulfilled if you're doing this self-evaluation. Otherwise, you're going to feel like maybe misunderstood, or I don't want to say overwhelmed, but things like that. So it's not good. You're not going to get as much success, or you're not going to get as much meaning out of things if you're not doing these things. Okay. So what did I say? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That was Sunday, but I kind of talked about 2 cards around Saturday, I feel. So we'll make that 9 of Earth, that one, into saying time alone, following through with ideas and that sort of thing. We'll just call it the weekend, but I'm feeling like Saturday is going to be a really powerful day, and it's going to kind of trickle into Sunday. So then we have 5 of Fire. This could also be Sunday as well, but again, we're transitioning into Monday. I'm going to be doing a reading as well for Monday, so just keep that in mind. So I think that's why I also want to call this Sunday. So competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So making sure that you're doing the work. Do the things that I just said, and you will find a shift and a change, okay? So like I said, lots of beauty around this time. And again, it's what you see. It's how you speak. It's how you listen. Am I being heard? I think the details come into play because, as I was speaking of, not criticizing or hearing what somebody is saying, if you're finding yourself overwhelmed, it's because you're making things probably more complicated than they need to be. So I'm feeling like this is, again, putting out what you want, not what you don't want. If you're feeling like you're struggling with relationships at all at this time, this is a little more general. Focus in on debriefing with someone or somebody. I think it's more about finance and as well goals. So if you feel like that you need to manage your finance, and just look at that in a positive way of here's what I get to do. like here's an opportunity for me to grow rather than dwelling on that, because I think that's where some of the negativity is coming in. So it should be a really good rest of the week. And again, I will be shortly putting out my video for Monday until Sunday again, so we can get an idea of what's going on. Thanks so much for watching these videos. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed, and feel free to like, comment, and share if you do. Bye!